up, guys? And welcome to Rock With Me in CT. That's right, brand new channel. And you know, it's an album review channel. This is my first one, so give me a break if it's not perfect. But today, it's Korn. Korn's Requiem. Brand new album, 9 tracks on this baby. And you know what? It's a good one. It's a great album, actually. You know, Korn. Get a little backstory on Korn. By the way, this is the first song off the album, called Forgotten. It was released as a single. And you know, it's the opener. And it's good. It's good. Not my favorite by any means, but it's good. Now, Korn originally was known as LAPD back in the early 90s. And briefly known as Creep, which included David Silveira, which was the original drummer of Korn. He's no longer the drummer in Korn, though. He hasn't been for quite some time. So, it consisted of the original drummer, the bass player, Fieldy, and Monkey, the guitarist. Both which are still in Korn, even though Fieldy is on hiatus and been for the last year. He's dealing with some issues. Now, after those bands split up, they enlisted Jonathan Davis, which is the singer, and also brought in Head. Okay? Now, if you don't know much about Head, he's a born-again Christian. Okay? This man suffered with meth addiction, heroin addiction, a lot of addictions, until he turned his life over to God. And you know what? He seems to have done very well. I believe they all have come from the depths of hell. You know, also, Head has another band called In Love and Death. Now, where is it? In Love and Death. Okay, so my top song on this album is entitled Let the Dark Do the Rest. It starts with a very inspired riff that sounds similar to Head's band. Let's put that song on real quick and just get an idea. Here it is. To me, this song reminds me of something I would hear on an Love and Death album when the music comes in. Now, the harmonies that Jonathan Davis brings to this album are like none I've heard before from him. Typically, he has that real heavy growl, a little whiny, not gonna lie, he's a little whiny, but it works, and it has worked for Korn for quite some time. Now, this part reminds me of Love and Death. It's just good. It's a good song. Probably my favorite song on the album. From the vocal performance to the lyrical content to the guitars. Okay? There's a part in this song where there's the ooze, you know, the ooze. And that's very reminiscent of Love and Death. Now, the second song on the album, okay, is called Start the Healing. It's the first single from this album released. It's a fresh take on a classic Korn sound. And again, the depths of the vocals and simplicity of the music definitely takes on that classic Korn sound. It's just all around a great song. Here it is. Start the Healing. Now, the song is radio friendly. What they call radio friendly. That means it has a sound that is presentable, you know, I don't know the word, but it's radio friendly. So, You might have a little less Korn sound, but you're still gonna get classic Korn. This is Korn to me. So, from there, Lost in the Granger. I think we talked about that. Never mind. First album review. Give me a break. Alright, so now, the song Disconnect. It's track number 5 on this page. Alright, maybe the hardest song and my personal least favorite. And now, the reasons it is my least favorite, it just doesn't have that boom that Korn shows on the rest of the album. And this is it right here. It's called this Disconnect. Now, is it a song that could grow on me? Absolutely. Absolutely it could. But, you know, first, second, third listen, you know, not there yet. It takes some time for me to absorb the music. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Not my favorite. Now, another classic Korn song that starts with heavy and haunting Korn sound into the verses, and we get the whine and rage of Jonathan Davis. That's Disconnect. You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's not perfect. But that's fine by me. The song Confession now.
Nope, that's my confession.
This is the song Confession. It sounds like something we could have heard off of Life is Peachy back, I don't know, 96 era? In the verses and in the choruses, we get more of that sing-song sound. But this reminds me of Life is Peachy, kind of. Hear the haunted vocals. That's where I get Life is Peachy. But then it's going to get more sing-song in the chorus. Listen. Pre-chorus. But it works. It works very well for this song. Job well done, Korn. Now, the last song on this album is called The Worst is on its way. Okay? If you grew up with Korn, or you're just a fan of Korn, in this track right here, you're gonna get that classic gibberish Jonathan Davis. And we're gonna find it, because it is amazing. I love when he does this. I think this is it here. Now, we're gonna find it. We're gonna... Classic JD right here. Sounds just like from Life is Peachy. Love it. Perfect. And he does that for a while. And that's what I love about Korn. When you can listen to the new albums and still get that old school Korn vibe. Now, this album here is a great album. It gives a fresh sound to Korn, while bringing not only the classic sound of Korn, but also introducing a more mainstream sound. I give this album a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Didn't love every track, but you know, it's a great rock album that has playability through and through. I can keep on listening to this and find new things I like about it. This is Korn, Requiem album review. This is my first video on this channel. Didn't go smooth, but you know what? As time goes on, it'll get better and better. So, we'll see you again at Rock With Me NCT. Later.
The